Hi guys, and welcome back to another video here on this channel. If you're new here, my name's Shireen and I talk all things sewing and homemaking. So if that's something you love too, then I would love if you joined in this sewing community. Today I'm going to be doing some adjustments. I've rethreaded my overlocker to my new black set, and I thought actually while everything is threaded up, I'm going to do all the projects that need the black thread. And this dress here, you may remember, is the Mia dress, which is one of my favourite dresses of all time so far. One, in terms of ease of making, but also just in terms of style and design. I just think it's the perfect everyday dress. I'll link this pattern down below if it's something you want to make too, but I absolutely love this dress. I wear it so much. I'm loving it so much that I actually am going to make it in a new fabric. So this is a viscose. Unfortunately, this is not available, but I will link something similar down below because I just love this dark floral print. It's just so versatile for all the seasons, whether summer, spring, winter. It's just divine. I'm loving it so much that I'm actually going to be making it using this lovely cotton sort of pistachio pastel green with this lovely floral print. It's very gardening themed. There's a little bumblebee on here. Let me show you up close. And yeah, lovely floral detail. There is also a bunny rabbit on here somewhere. Yes, there he is. And this is 100% cotton. It's actually a bed sheet from H&M, and I think I got it on sale for like £9, which is ridiculous. And I've got so much more left that I'm actually going to make a matching top. So yeah, good find. But yes, I'm going to make it in this sewing pattern. Now, the main difference on this dress versus the original pattern is I did make the sleeves into a bit more of a cap-shaped sleeve because on the actual pattern it kind of comes up to here and it looked a bit boxy on me. So yeah, that's something that's different. I had also heightened the waistline because it was very low on me and it was giving me a very sort of unflattering shape, so I did bring that up. So now when I do my new dress with my new fabric, it's all cut out and ready to go. I'm going to do long sleeves. Well, I'm going to do 3/4 sleeves with an elasticated wrist. Hoping there'll be a little bit of poof and a bit of volume there. I also think I'm going to change the neckline shape because I don't think V neck suits me very much. So I'll either make it a more of a crew neck shape, or I might make it into a little bit of more of a square neckline or a sweetheart neckline. Haven't decided yet, so I've left that part uncut. Again, I'm going to make sure that I bring up the waistline because that I didn't really appreciate too much. And actually, now that I've got it on, I might even bring up that first tier. What do we think? I just feel there's not much ruffle going on until down here. And actually, if this happened at the hip, that would actually look a bit better because I think it would give a bit more volume rather than, I don't know. What I've also done is I've actually cut out longer lengths of the ruffle just because I feel like I want a little bit more gathering, and I think that's just personal preference. I think there's enough gathering on this, but I would like a little bit more, which is fine, which I think I'm going to do. But now the other difference is that I made this in a size 8 and I was able not to put a zip anywhere, so it's the throw over the neck design, which is great. However, I think because of that I lost a little bit of the fittedness. So I've actually decided on the new pattern that I'm going to make the top in a size 8, the top in a size 6, kept the tiers as a size 8 plus the extra gathering. And I will probably have to put a zip in it, but I kind of want that really fitted look because if I want the volume at the bottom, in order for it not to drown me out, I am going to have to make sure it's nice and fitted round my waist. So I do think we need a zip for that. But yes, really love this dress. I'm going to make this in so many different things, I can tell already. And yeah, I just thought I would get my measuring tape out and just measure up the adjustments because I'm going to move the waistline and the hip line a little bit. And yes, so yes, let's do that and I'll take you to the sewing machine. Now the next adjustment I want to make is with this knitted, it's actually a skirt from Zara. Now it's massive, I don't even know what size this is, but it's huge. But I really love the design on this, really pretty colours. I think it would just work really well for holiday as a dress, but because it's so loose, I don't feel that secure in it. So I want to do a quick sort of solution with my overlocker. So there's a little bit of elasticated band at the top here, which I could unstitch and just make it tighter, but I don't want to stretch the whole, I think really realistically I'd have to undo the whole thing, which I'm not really that willing to do, because I do, like I said, I do want it to be kind of a quick situation. Now the other option is, because there's a seam on both sides here, is just on one side is to almost overlock that much, like all the way down symmetrically, and because it's a knit fabric it will just kind of stretch in the right places, but I just feel at this point it just makes me look a bit bigger than I am, and it just doesn't feel secure, and I just don't think I would wear it as a dress, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to pair it now with a plain black top and just see what it looks like as a skirt. But I just don't think I would wear it. I think it's so much nicer as a holiday dress because it's strapless, so you can get a really decent tan. Because it's a little bit thicker as well, it's kind of that nice fabric to the evenings and things if it's a little bit chilly, but you don't want to put anything over your shoulders. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. Let's try it on with the top first, because I could be wrong. Okay, so I popped it on with the top that I actually made an adjustment to on one of my last sewing vlogs. I'll link that down below if you missed that. But yeah, I really like the shape of this now. It was a little bit awkward. It was very low neck, so I brought it up, and because of that I had to open the armholes a little bit to allow a bit of flexibility, so I really love it now. Now, the skirt I'm not mad about. It does look quite nice, but it's even bigger as a skirt. So actually it would, even if I wanted to wear it as a skirt, it'd still probably benefit from bringing in by quite a substantial amount. But yeah, actually, looking at it now, if I just take it in general to fit up here, then to be honest, I should just be able to wear it as a skirt as well. That's decision made, I think. We're going to cinch this in. Because it's a knit, it's a little bit awkward. I didn't really want to cut off anything, but I'm just going to have to really, I think I'm going to go over it twice with an overlocker on the inside seam, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, I really like this fabric, and it'd be a shame for it to go to waste and not wear it because of the size of it. So yeah, let's do that. As you can see, I'm having a very casual day today because you can see from my skin I just have not put any makeup on at all. I've just about brushed my hair for this video, but yeah, we're having chill vibes. It's a productive sewing day. If you know, you know. So let's get to the sewing machine. So guys, look at me down here, she's all curled up. Oh, bless her. And excuse my clothes, I'm going to put those back on after. But, so what I did is I didn't actually remove any fabric because it's a knit. I didn't want to cut anything in case we got any loose threads and things. So essentially what I did do is I just did a straight stitch and took off about 2 inches on each side, so it's symmetrical on each. And I wasn't sure if this was going to make it bulky, but I just thought I'd give it a go and see what it looks like. And if it did become quite bulky, then maybe I would think about cutting it off and maybe doing an overlocking stitch. But I'm just not sure if an overlocking stitch would actually keep this sort of knit fabric intact. I don't know. Would you guys do it? I just don't know if I would. And I don't think it's that much more bulky. Still has a really nice smooth silhouette, and again something that I really do think I would wear, and again it's really nice for those sort of chillier evenings, or if you just want to pop something on top of your bikini. So yeah, really love this, and again glad that I've amended it because otherwise I really don't think I would have worn it. And again, just super versatile, both as a dress and a skirt. So right guys, this dress is an absolute stunner. Now this dress was actually given to me by one of my colleagues, and she wanted it to go to a good home, and I can see why, because this is very me, this is very much my style. I look like a princess in it, it looks gorgeous, but I do think it's a little bit too long. I just don't really wear heels, and to be honest, being in the countryside, I don't think I'd ever wear heels. So I do want to bring it up a little bit. Now, you'll see from the really beautiful design on this You have the giraffes up here. You have a really lovely sort of band along the waist. Lots of gathering. It's a lovely chiffon fabric. You can see there's a little bit of a lining. And very nice and sheer. And even all the way down to the bottom, look at this. Look, it's gorgeous. It has two big giraffes on there with a mountain sort of landscape. So I really don't want to cut off any of that. At the bottom, there's this really lovely stripe detail, but I think I might have to sacrifice some of that in order to get the length. I just don't want to walk around with it dragging like this because it's just going to ruin it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Look at how gorgeous the sleeves are. The sleeves are stunning. Look, I mean, ballooned, but not too much. The waist actually is not too bad. But yeah, I really, really love it. So that'll be a nice quick one. I say that, but chiffon I haven't done too much with, so let's see. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this dress, and I'm so privileged that she actually wanted to give it to me. So it's lovely, gorgeous. Let's take this final one to the sewing machine. You're gonna have to excuse the hairdo. But I successfully hemmed the bottom of this dress. It was a little bit too long. But what I've done is I've done almost like a stay stitch where I wanted the hem to end, or the bottom of the dress to end. And that's helped me fold over the chiffon and stopped it from moving around so much. I don't know if you can see that here. Can you see that there's a set of stitches here? So I've done the stitch roll on the end of the dress to end, and then sort of rolled the chiffon underneath, and then done the final stitch, which is this one here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is iron this, covering it with tea towels so we don't damage the fabric, and then I'm going to unpick this little stitch at the edge here so we have a nice clean finish. I have got some spare fabric which I think I'm going to make some matching scrunchies with because there's quite a lot of it. And yeah, zero waste. So here she is with the hem taken up. Meme is just not looking very happy right now because I just started speaking and made a jump. Anyway, so this is the dress now that the hem has been taken up. This actually was my first time doing a hem on chiffon, and actually I was a little bit nervous because I really didn't want to ruin this dress, but I think I've done it justice. It hasn't lost too much detailing at the bottom, so no character lost. It means I can also wear these with not high heels and still wear it without it sort of dragging on the ground, so really love that. One tip I would have for doing hair on chiffon is that what I did originally is, you might be able to see, because I didn't unpick it because I don't really think it's that visible to bother unpicking anyway, but can you see right at the edge here, there's a stitch that I did as a guide, and that stitch was done where I wanted the garment to end, and I've used that as a point of folding. It just makes it a little bit easier to fold, and also creates a little bit of a guide so you don't kind of lose track, because chiffon can move around quite a bit and stretch, and it can kind of distort the hem. I had to have a play around with the tension, and I actually am really happy with how the quality of the hem has turned out. So essentially we've done a rolled hem with a straight stitch, and yeah, that's created a really nice finish, and actually everything pattern wise is matching up really well as well, so a sign that it's worked. But yes, love this, absolutely gorgeous, definitely more wearable. I just don't think I would have worn it with the length that it was because I just don't wear heels as much anymore. And yeah, I can wear these with flats and heels and both would look really lovely. So yeah, really happy with how this one has turned out. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and what I've been up to on my sewing day. I'll be sure to film another day like this because I do have quite a big pile of clothes to go through in terms of adjustments, but I do have quite a few of my Me Made in May makes coming up, so I will do a little what I made in Me Made in May video as well. So yes, subscribe and hit the bell if you don't want to miss that. But otherwise guys, I really appreciate you all and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.